All right, now this is playing up in a big way. We'll be telling you about the Commerce Minister flaying Indian startups. Piyush Goyal's comment has triggered a big storm. Food delivery versus deep tech. Controversial comment, or this was a candid admission. Goyal says Indian startups need a reality check. The minister has taunted food delivery apps. We've got food apps. China has EVs, says Piyush Goyal.
Startups doing today. We are focused on food delivery apps, turning unemployed youth into cheap labor so the rich can get their meals without moving out of their house. And against that, what does a Chinese startup do? Work on developing electric mobility, battery technologies, and with that, they're today dominating the electric mobility ecosystem. We are very proud of what India has done. But are we the best in the world as yet? Not yet. Should we aspire to be? Or are we going to be happy being delivery boys and girls?
Where you buy one.
All right, I'm going to go straight across to Chetan for more on that. Chetan, I think the Commerce Minister here, Piyush Goyal, was really showing everyone the mirror when it comes to, entrepreneurship versus having these startups. He said both are very different. Look at what we are doing. Look at what China is doing, and every reason to then believe that they are miles ahead and will continue to be so if our attitudes don't change.
Well, absolutely, Sneha. We saw we heard, in fact, what Piyush Goyal said, and this has actually drawn a lot of comments and drawn a lot of attention from various global communities and Indian communities as well. In fact, we've been, researching about the same topic, and a lot of people, a lot of co-founders, founders, in fact, Mohandas Pai, Zepto founder Palicha, Ashneer Grover likes have actually come out and supported to what the startup ecosystem is doing and has in fact created for the Indian ecosystem. In fact, on the contrary, we see established players, traditional business people consenting to what Piyush Goyal is saying. So yeah, it's a mix and match bag. But yes, the comment from Piyush Goyal that that China has gone way ahead in deep tech, EVs, and of course in artificial intelligence, and India has done nothing on that is actually, as a Commerce Ministry reporter, I would tell you that this has actually drawn a lot of flag from startups. And of course, Indian startups are eventually doing into EVs. We have close to about 1,000 EV companies and EV corporate companies currently manufacturing various products in India. But we'll also have to wait and watch as to what the various other traditional companies have to say about comments by Piyush Goyal. Remember, these startup Mahakumbhs have actually been various breeding ground for various startups, and in fact a lot of startups have got funding in this Mahakumbh round as well.
The message really to Shark Tanks in a sense, just take us to how the reactions, Chetan, have been pouring in. Many of them, not too happy about this because Piyush Goyal, said stuff like, we are actually happy being delivery boys and girls, and that's not on.
Absolutely. Well, when we saw that that Piyush Goyal actually criticizing gig workers, in fact, the government has been working very aggressively towards supporting gig workers and gig economy, and these delivery partners and delivery boys and girls are actually very supportive of this gig economy. And now we hear Piyush Goyal, pointing out on such certain comments on with respect to these boys and girls delivery boys really doesn't pan out well. In fact, Aditya Palicha, the founder of Zepto, has also on his LinkedIn post mentioned that these workers are actually contributing to the job economy. On the other hand, the government should support these gig workers. The government should, in fact, bring them to a formal economy, job economy, and the government is not doing that. In fact, he also went on to say that the job of job creation by the government is being done by these startups, and instead of supporting them, the government is actually criticizing them. So it has really not gone down well with few founders as well. But yes, traditional businesses who are actually, big corporates are actually supporting Piyush Goyal's comments that yes, children of big businesses are eventually getting into business of ice creams and cookies, and calling them as startups has not actually drawn a well-graded response from them as well.
Absolutely. In fact, take us through, Chetan, the details of just so many things that the minister mentioned in this, in this discussions of sorts that he was having, where he spoke about the fact that ice cream, which is sold as healthy ice cream, all of that is a sham, really, because we all know that there is nothing called a healthy ice cream. In a way, trivializing also the kind of work that is being done, isn't it?
Well, absolutely. We saw the comment of Piyush Goyal when he said that the comment that the sons and daughters of billionaires starting a startup, calling them a startup and building vegan and sugar-free and healthy ice cream, which we all know, gluten-free, which we all know is not true. So Piyush Goyal really, showing the mirror to these initial startups who are the children of billionaires. That is what Piyush Goyal was saying in his speech at Startup Mahakumbh. But yes, to say so, eventually these people are also a part of the informal and the formal economy. They may be the sons and daughters of billionaires, but yes, the people that I've been speaking to have been telling me that they might be a part of, they might be, sons and daughters of billionaires, but they are actually contributing to job building, job creation, be it let them manufacture ice cream, cookies, or whatever they want. But yes, eventually they are, building up an economy, building up more jobs, and eventually adding more products and competition to the market.